on the road to recovery in Castle Rock, Colorado. Live from Millville, New Jersey, I'm on the road to recovery. We're on the road to recovery in Morgantown, West Virginia at Mountaineer Field. And live in Scranton, Pennsylvania, I'm on the road to recovery. Here I am on the road to recovery from Berlin, Maryland. Hey, from Caseville, Michigan, I'm on the road to recovery. I'm on the road to recovery at Ann Arbor, University of Michigan. On the road to recovery throughout America, I am blessed every single day to meet incredible people. And spending some time recently in the Youngstown, Ohio area, and Newcastle, Pennsylvania, I got to sit down with a beautiful girl named Whitney. Whitney Judy has a story that some of it kind of shocked me and some of it hurt and some of it was painful to listen to, but man, her recovery is inspirational. On the road to recovery from Newcastle, Pennsylvania with Whitney Judy.
Well, growing up, I was adopted when I was 4 days old, and I grew up in an all-white family. I was the 13th kid. I was born in Philly, but I was the only one to be adopted. So it was a blessing in disguise, but my whole life I was really angry about it, because I didn't understand why I was the only one. So I grew up in this all-white town. I always thought I had to go above and beyond whatever. I was sexually abused when I was little, but I wouldn't tell anybody because I didn't want anybody to think differently of me. I felt that I already was different. So kept it a secret. What was causing these really bad outbursts? My parents would have to hold me down and stuff, and it just got really bad. So then my dad ended up leaving my mom, and I blamed myself for that. I thought it was my fault. So I'm 14 one day, I'm home alone from school, and I'm sick, and this guy ended up kicking in my front door, and I watched the whole thing happen. And we ended up meeting face to face in the hallway, and he runs out. Long story short, I had to go to the psychiatrist because I was petrified at this point, and she put me on 3 1-milligram Xanax a day. I'm only 15. I'm not thinking that, anything's wrong, whatever. Before I knew it, my script of 90 Xanax, I'm 14, would be gone in 5 days. And, they're not like Vicodin and stuff like that. They don't make your body feel different. So I didn't even realize that I was addicted to them. And that carried on for a good 10 years. We did ecstasy growing up. We had fun, but it wasn't fun. I thought it was fun, and it wasn't. And after I got off those because I had a psychotic moment, and the police came to my house to calm me down. And I was on probation. Well, I ended up biting one of the police officers and going to jail. And I didn't know how serious it really was because I didn't break his skin, nothing of that sort, but I ended up going to jail. I was in jail for 11 months. I got 7 years probation. I got a felony, which pretty much ever since then, my life I feel has been for a while there I felt it was ruined, I couldn't recover from that. So I get out of jail, I go to Gadenzi up in Erie, I go to that rehab. I love it. I love everything about it. So I go to rehab, I get out, I'm clean for maybe a week, if that. I think I got high and celebrated the day I walked out of those stores. And I was on a roll from there. I ended up going to jail again, got out, got high again, went to jail again. At this point, when I got out, I was smoking crack really bad. My whole life I didn't smoke crack. I did downers, I did Xanax, I smoked weed. I was addicted to heroin when I was 18. I hit that pipe one time and it was a roll. I felt like I tasted heaven for a minute, and you will never get that same high again. And all I've done all I was doing was trying to chase that high. I was robbing people, I was hurting my friends, I was lying to my family, I was stealing from everybody. Me being on this nonstop, I've been staying up for 7 days at a time. I'm hallucinating, I'm talking to things that aren't there. If I do sleep, it's for maybe 3 hours. I'm not eating. I'm 100 pounds, I'm 5'1", I look like shit. Seriously, I look like shit. And all I'm doing is chasing something I'm never gonna ever get. Long story short, I end up going to jail. Get out, get put on a nice little GPS bracelet. He's like, listen, I can't ever find you, and I'm not going to keep trying to find you. He's like, I have sent you to rehab, I've sent you to jail, I put you in IOP, and you don't care. And he's like, and I'm not going to put you in jail because all your friends are there. You want to be there. He's like, that's just too easy for you. I don't know how to help you. So he put me on a GPS. I'm still on it. He tried to take it off the other day, and I was like, I don't trust myself fully yet. I was addicted to Xanax. I was addicted to heroin. I had my ecstasy binge there for a while, weed my whole life. This crack binge was totally different because it's an upper. I've never liked uppers, and it was just a wrap from there. All day, every day, and like I can finally go, when I go home and my curfew's 9, that's okay. I'm gonna get a shower, eat, watch a movie, and go to sleep. So I can get up in the morning and do some productive shit and better my life. And it's really gotten me a lot of good places so far. I mean, I always prepare for the worst but pray for the best, because lately in my county it's so small that you have no idea what's gonna happen. And then I considered myself down. Like, people in my county are like, oh, she this, she that. I was down, down, down. And you know what? You can only live one day at a time, at least me. And my recovery right now, where I'm at, I have to take it one step at a time. Because I know if I overstep myself, that leaves a gap. And I can't have any gaps. I spend time with my higher power every morning. I'll go outside and read the big book. Just relax. Like, I can actually be happy without having to hit a blunt or, hey, pass me that, but oh, we gotta go get more. It's 5 in the morning. Oh, we gotta go get more. No, you know, I'm living. I'm alive now.
Whitney, thank you so much for sharing your story with me. Thank you so much for being vulnerable and opening up and you know, kind of letting your guard down, because sometimes it's not easy to tell those stories of addiction. Sometimes, you know, even stories of recovery is not easy because there's, you know, slips and relapses, and you know, maybe recovery is not perfect, but recovery can be a beautiful way of life. Michael DeLeon, we'll see you on the next episode.